From a Reuters report, dateline, Butuo, Ivory Coast, January 10, 1990. A rebel flag is flying over Butuo, Liberian refugees say. A rebel flag is still flying over the Liberian village where an uprising began 2 weeks ago against President Samuel Doe, refugees say. They told Reuters they had seen the flag, a scorpion on a red background, 2 days ago in Butuo, a deserted and devastated border village in Liberia where they said bodies were lying in the streets, being eaten by pigs and dogs. The village, about 3 kilometers from the Ivorian border, was the first to fall to rebels who attacked at dawn on December 26. But witnesses said the outpost was destroyed by government troops sent to recapture it. The Liberian government says only 1 soldier was killed in what it described as an invasion from the Ivory Coast. Witnesses from Butuo said a larger number were killed and that villagers fled when army reinforcements arrived. More than 20 soldiers were killed before the army arrived on Friday, December 29th, the former resident said. Government troops burned most houses in the village and killed the senior administrator and his wife, village chief Dennis Say said. Speaking from his bed in a hospital on the Ivorian side of the border, the wounded Say described how he witnessed the death of Butuo Commissioner David Boli. Army troops came, told us to undress, and asked us why we didn't inform the central government of the rebel activities. We told them we were unable to communicate with Monrovia, he said. The army commander told us to lie on the ground and wanted us to show them where the rebels were. They shot the commissioner, his wife, and myself. Say said the other 2 were killed and he was left for dead after being shot in the leg. Refugees, an estimated 10,000 of whom fled to Ivory Coast, said most of the dead were from the Gio tribe, one of several ethnic groups in Nimba County, northeast Liberia. There were abortive uprisings in this area against Doe in 1985 and 1988. Liberian officials and witnesses in Monrovia have blamed rebels for the deaths, which could total in the hundreds. General Edward Smith, commander of army operations against the rebels, has accused them of killing more than 200 unarmed civilians. He said the situation was under control, but reports reaching the Ivorian side of the border said resistance was continuing. Witnesses said the rebels were fighting with knives and sticks and took guns from soldiers they killed. Say said they asked him to assure the people that they only wanted to get the soldiers and not the people. They said we should not be frightened, that they were fighting for the cause of the masses, and that people should go indoors. Say said that after he was shot, he crawled through the bush and crossed the river forming the border to sanctuary in Ivory Coast. He does not foresee returning to his homeland in the near future. Liberia, founded by freed American slaves in 1847, has warned Ivory Coast that rebels may be pursued across the border. The Liberian government suspects Ivory Coast of harboring rebels, but the Ivorians deny supporting them.